Let's go.
First of all, people in the back, talking loud enough? All right, cool. So like you said, I'm Brewer. I grew up here my entire life. Those of y'all who don't know me, I'm Morgan's brother. Tell them who Morgan is. So anyway, but like I said, I've grown up here my entire life. Played a lot of sports, a lot of basketball. Growing up, that was my favorite sports. Growing up, played a lot of little dribblers. I even coach little dribblers when I get older. I love basketball. I've always loved basketball. So anyway, first thing I want to talk about is how cool I think it is that Coach Reed takes a break from basketball to do this right here. And the reason he does it is because he sees the importance of Christianity in everything that we do, okay? And we can make God a part of everything that we do, including basketball. So I just wanted to say that first of all. And the reason he does it is he puts a lot of emphasis in it, and he wants y'all to emphasize it too. He wants y'all to see the importance of Christianity in all parts of life, okay? That's what I wanted to say first of all. And then, other thing I wanted to talk about is a lot of y'all know my dad, Brewer. A lot of y'all know him. He does a lot with little dribblers and a lot of other stuff. Anyway, some of y'all probably know what's going on with him too. About a year ago, I was hanging out at a friend's house and I got a call that I needed to come home. So I came home and there was an ambulance in my driveway, and I was freaking out. Pretty nervous, and I went in. My dad was hurting, his chest was hurting really bad. We rushed him to the hospital, found out a few days later that he had cancer. Okay, and so we got there, my whole family, pretty nervous about it, pretty freaked out, as you can imagine. And when that happened, I really had to just take a step back and think, like, man, like take a step back, absorb everything, and figure out how I was going to handle everything. And when stuff like that happens, with me, with that, with my dad, for everybody here, you either already have or you're going to go through something in your life that might shake you up a little bit. And when that happens, you got to know what to turn to. And first of all, something I really did like to do, I'm not making this up, is I like to just get alone, go out in my driveway and just shoot basketball. Just go think, just shoot around. It really helped to take my mind off of it. But more than that, infinitely more than that, I had to turn to my faith. I had to turn to Jesus. And the reason for that is because when that was going on with my dad, just so y'all know, first of all, he's doing a lot better. He's up in a hospital right now, but he gets to come home next week. So we're really excited about that. But when I really didn't know what was going to happen, something that I took a lot of comfort in, something that helped me out a lot, was knowing that no matter what, if everything went bad with my dad, if he ended up dying of cancer, I knew everything was going to be okay because he knew Jesus. All right, and that was something that I could take a lot of comfort in. That was something my entire family could rally around and understand, and really help us come to peace with knowing that he was sick. And so, no matter what it is going on in your life, that's something that we should always be able to turn to, is Jesus. And not only did I know that was going to be okay if something happened to him, but also I knew that I had God that was sitting there right beside me, walking with me through this entire thing. And that brought me a lot of peace, knowing that the God that created me, created my dad, and the God that I'll get to worship forever when I go to heaven one day, and my dad too, knowing that God was on my side and was with me in that hospital, and was with my dad in that hospital. It meant a lot to me. So, anyway, and with that also made me take a step back and think, like, get my priorities straight. And like I said, basketball was a huge part of my life growing up. I loved it. But then that made me realize, you know what, this life, basketball, all this is temporary. All of it goes away eventually. Like, eventually y'all are going to be 60, 70-year-old men
and women.
And you're not going to be able to play basketball anymore. Your body will wear out eventually. But you'll never get too old to be able to sit there and worship and pray and turn to God when stuff goes bad. And even more than that, one day, when you die, you'll be able to be in heaven with him forever. And that doesn't go away. Stuff from this world, including basketball and other things like that, that'll go away eventually. But your faith, living your life for Jesus, that'll never go away. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. And even when you're in here in basketball, try to remember, try to keep your priorities straight, and remember, man, like, this is great, and I love doing this, and God likes that I get to do. I like to do things that I enjoy. I like to play basketball, and God wants me to do that. But even in that, I don't need to get so consumed about it that I put God in the back. Because God should always be your number one. He'll always be there when something comes up that you really need help with, somebody to turn to. He'll always be there, even when you're a little too old or basketball goes away. So that's all I have. Thank y'all.